How everybody doing? This is the first time I've had Bill's coffee. This is my first time in San Francisco. I really appreciate being here. I just want to stop and give love to all the people that has come before me and expressed their different projects. So can we give them a round of applause? I want to reiterate what she just told you. My name is Arondo Washington Cox. I'm from Dallas. Yes, I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan to the heart, so I'm sorry. But I want to talk about one of my passions, which is Camp Unity. And you might ask, what is Camp Unity? Well, back in 2012, Camp Unity broke off from a bigger camp that they had disagreements with. We have roughly around 51 people in our camp, but at the max we can hold about 75. Our commitment as a camp is to improve the camp and improve ourselves at the same time. We want the same things as any other community wants, as far as safety, a safe place to live, and all the things above that most communities talk about and speak about. We're one of the several tent encampments in Seattle. And you might ask, what are our amenities that we have? What do we offer in our camp when campers come in? We have all the same amenities as you would have in a hotel. We got kitchenette, we have hot showers, we have a TV tent where a lot of campers can go, relax, play on their computer, watch movies, whatever it may be to wind down from their day. We get a lot of donations from a lot of supporters that we have built relationships over the course of time in the last months. The things that we offer at Camp Unity, we have GED classes, we have workforce services that we provide as far as job training and resume writing. We also have something that's dear to my heart because I have experience with this. I'm not an alcoholic, but I have had people in my family that was. So we offer AA classes, AA for people that's in the camp to maintain their sobriety. A couple of our campers have come to me that had came to the camp recently out of rehab and was like, we love the camp, we want to be here, but what is possible that we can have to maintain our sobriety so we can step up and be part of society when the time's right? And I thought about it and I was like, what can we possibly do as a camp? So we reached out to several different organizations and we found a guy that comes to our camp once a week to hold AA meetings to those who really want to commit to their sobriety. It might be from one person to 5 people. The cost to run Camp Unity a month is around $5,000. That covers our sanitation bills, our porta potty bills, cell phone, Wi-Fi, trash, everything under the umbrella of that $5,000. The result that I've seen since I've been at Camp Unity, which I've been there for about a year, is I've seen about 10 people I know personally have moved out, has gotten jobs, got their own apartments, and are happy and grateful that Camp Unity had given them the opportunity to take a break, a breather, get their mind right, and get it back on their feet to be back into society and be more productive. We also have 40% jobs that people in our camp have jobs, about 40%. Part-time, temporary agencies, or even full-time. We have a couple of guys that work for Microsoft. We have electricians that also work there. We also have plumbers. Anything that you can think of, we have people in our camp that have those skills. We build relationships with our community. That's the first thing that we do when we get there. And we try to change the perception of what people think about homelessness and who who it affects. We have a mutual beneficial relationship with the neighborhoods that we live in, that we go to, and that we reside in. We do neighborhood watch. It means we do perimeter checks. We also do cleanups, as far as we keep the grounds that we live in clean, because we're proud of our camp just as much as we're proud to be in that neighborhood. We want the same things that any community wants. We want to feel safe, and we want to feel that we are part and we are contributing to the neighborhood that we're in, and that the neighborhood appreciates us being there. Thank you. Why do I think that our model at Camp Unity works? Just like any other thing, we feel that it's safety and privacy is the most important, because it's every person's right to feel safe in their own space. We're also accountable to each other. We look out for each other. We're family, basically. We're a small community. Just like family, we have our disagreements, a lot of disagreements sometimes. But in all, we look out for each other, and we love each other like brothers and sisters. One of our biggest rules that we have is if a camper is gone longer than 3 days, he must check in after 3 days, just to let us know that they're okay, that nothing has happened to them, and that they're doing fine. We can get mail there. We also have a camp phone that some people can't afford cell phones in our village. So we have a cell phone that they can call their jobs, or the jobs can call us and leave messages and let them know that they have an interview or an appointment or whatever it may be. We also have a community outreach coordinator, which their job is probably one of the most important jobs in our whole camp. They go from getting food donations to possibly talking to government officials about permits, about hosting sites, about whatever it may be to get the camp needs and to make sure that the camp is running properly. How is Camp Unity different, you may ask? Well, our camp, we run it a certain way. And other camps might run it their way. But our way is basically, we have simple rules. We do sex offender checks and warrant checks. We do not allow sex offenders in our camp. We do not allow a person with live warrants in our camp either. We're self-governed, which means that the camp governs itself. We also are a 501c3. We are basically our own organization. And we're self-funded. We go out and get our own funding. We don't have anyone behind us to get the funding for us, so we do it ourselves. How can this model improve? As I sit and think about it, there's a lot of ways that this model can improve. But the biggest thing is getting the city more involved in what we're trying to do and more understanding of how important tent encampments and villages can be. Because there can be so many different kinds that we need, like mentally ill, people who have mentally ill problems, youth and family. In Seattle, you would not believe the amount of youth that are homeless and that's on the streets that need a place to go. And also former convicts who have served their time but cannot get an apartment because they weren't able to sign the lease because they can't, because of their record. And it basically makes them feel like, what do I do? How can I get through this? And that's why it's important for tent encampments. Permanent sites are our biggest goal. We are looking for a permanent site, so it's not to get away from the community, but for the community to have their own space, their own place that they can call home. And if need be, it can be inside the city or outside the city. The reason why we talk about permanent sites is because in Seattle, the city ordinance tells us we have to move every 3 months. This is for all tent encampments, not just Camp Unity. So every 3 months, a tent encampment moves to another location, have to get permits, have to talk to different people every time. And it's become a hassle, so a permanent site is our main goal. I'm going to leave you with a message that's important to me. And it's 2 things that I want to leave. One of them is purpose. Camp Unity's purpose is to push people out and give them the confidence that they can do it, they can make it. We give them a place to stay, a place to rest their head, relax, while they can get their bearings so they can do whatever journey they're on, they can complete their journey. The second is hope. And hope and purpose kind of go hand in hand, I think, because without hope, there is no purpose, and without purpose, there is no hope. And hope is another thing that we give at Camp Unity. A hope that they can be accepted, be able to accept that things are bad right now, but it's okay. Rest your head, have a place to stay for the night, and in the morning, get up, get on your feet, and figure something out. We have so many people in our camp with so many different talents. We have a world-class cellist. She's been on different tours. She fell on hard times. But she is one of the most talented people that I've ever met. Again, we have electricians, musicians, singers, different things that if you see them, you'll be like, wow. Amazing. So, again, hope and purpose. My name is Arondo. This is my story. Thank you for listening.